And the first main topic today gets submitted to us by, that's the wrong thing to bring up, by Joaoedits, who writes, "Hey, John. In the Hollywood Reporter article about the new Black Superman movie, there are also some details hidden. The article says that Marvel isn't rushing Blade and that the production was pushed from this September to July of 2022 so that the studio can spend more time working on the Stacy Osei-Kuffour, I never know if I'm pronouncing her name right, Stacy Osei-Kuffour-penned script. This is probably the fourth movie of 2023 in the November date already reserved by Marvel and Fantastic Four in the July date. What are your thoughts on this?" All right, thanks a lot for sending that in, man. And yes, one of the things that a lot of people have been talking about, and we talked recently about Blade. Because Blade was a movie that they announced, it feels like forever ago. Like, it feels like absolutely forever ago when Kevin Feige was on that stage and they announced that they were doing a Blade film and everybody got excited about it. And then it kind of turned into, Marvel's version of Black Adam. We heard about it. Mahershala Ali comes out on stage. The multiple Academy Award winning actor Mahershala Ali comes walking out on stage. Everybody's excited. And then nothing, and then nothing, and then nothing, and then nothing. Then we hear, they got a screenwriter, they're working on a script, maybe we have this start of production date. But now they're saying it's not going to have a production date until mid-2022. So the question a lot of people have been asking is, well, number one, why wasn't Blade included on that big Marvel video that came out? We addressed that yesterday. But a lot of people start wondering still why. Why, considering they announced this movie so long ago, why are we still waiting for this damn thing? Well, we got a little bit of an explanation in that article. This comes to us from the folks over at the Hollywood Reporter who write, Marvel isn't rushing with Blade, whose start date was pushed from this September to July of 22. Notice that is start date, as in when they begin shooting, not when the movie's coming out. From this September to July of 2022, so that the studio can spend time working on the Stacy Osei-Kuffour-penned script. That comes to us from the Hollywood Reporter. All right. There's something in here that makes sense, and there's a part in here that's a little bit of BS. My BS radar, my Spidey BS senses are going off. First of all, wanting more time to work on the script. Okay, so what that tells me is that Stacy's script isn't quite where they want it to be yet. So that's fine. The script isn't quite where they want it to be. They want more time to work on it. Totally cool. Nothing wrong with that. The part that's a little bit of BS is Marvel doesn't want to rush it. Okay, I could understand that if they just decided yesterday to do a Blade movie. We just decided, we're doing a Blade movie. Are you going to start shooting tomorrow? No. We don't want to rush it. We want to make sure we have enough time to put this thing together properly, you see. And so we're going to say, okay, that would be fine. They announced this movie years ago. They literally announced this film years ago. So it's cool. Just come out and say, look, we want to do this Blade movie. We planned on already moving on it. But the reality is every time we read the script, it's still not quite where we want it to be. So it's not that we don't want to rush. It's that we're behind. We're behind. And so we need to give ourselves more time. And that's perfectly acceptable. But this notion of they're not rushing. Well, they've had years. Just come out and say it. We thought we'd be able to put this thing together easier than we actually are, and it's turning out to be a tougher nut to crack than we expected. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just say that. Just come out and admit that and say it. Totally fine. Because one of the good things about that is saying, you know what? We here at Marvel, we don't think okay is good enough. It's saying, yeah, we've got a script done, and yeah, it's okay, and yeah, we could start rolling cameras on this. But you know what? It doesn't meet Kevin Feige's standards. It doesn't meet the Marvel benchmark. It's not good enough for our audience. And so even though we plan to be moving, even though we've had plenty of time to get this damn thing together, it's still not good enough. We haven't been able to make progress on it the way we've wanted to, and it's still not right. And therefore, we're not going to move forward. We're going to keep going back to it. That's better than kind of the cop out of, oh, we don't want to rush. Shut up. You've had years. This isn't rushing at this point. At this point, it's you haven't been able to solve the puzzle. Just admit that. We'll respect you for it and then move on. I am very excited about this. Number one, because Blade is just a very cool character. Number two, Marvel obviously has a terrific track record. Number three, who doesn't want to see Mahershala Ali as Blade? A lot of reasons to be excited about this, but hey, give us the movie when you're ready to give us the movie. I mean, as long as it doesn't actually turn into, a Dwayne The Rock Johnson Black Adam where we're literally waiting 6 years for the thing to come out. But hey, if they can go into production on this next summer, I think we'll be okay. As far as, will that mean a 2023 release date? Maybe not. Actually, I'm not going to lie to you. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Blade in theaters until 2024, but who knows? Maybe it could be that 2023 release date. Question here is, guys, what do you think about this and the delay, and yet another delay in getting Blade going? Are you totally cool with it for me saying, hey, make sure it meets the Marvel standard. Don't just put it out because you can put it out. How do you guys feel about it? Jump into the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. Okay, guys.